Welcome to our channel. Today we how to enable caching with Apollo Client in React Native, full guide step by step clearly. To enable caching with Apollo Client in React Native, begin by installing the necessary packages. Run the command to install Apollo Client and GraphQL. Next, import Apollo Client and in-memory cache from the Apollo Client package in your project. Create a new instance of Apollo Client. In the Apollo Client configuration, set the URI to your GraphQL endpoint. Then, instantiate an in-memory cache. Pass the in-memory cache instance as a parameter to the Apollo Client. Now, wrap your application in an Apollo provider. Import Apollo Provider from the Apollo Boost package. Set the client prop of Apollo Provider to your Apollo Client instance. Once Apollo Provider is set up, you can start using Apollo Client in your components. Import the useQuery or useMutation hooks from Apollo Client as needed. In your component, call the useQuery hook to fetch data from your GraphQL endpoint. Pass the necessary query as a parameter to the useQuery hook. Access the loading, error, and data states returned by the useQuery hook. Handle the loading state by displaying a loading spinner or indicator. If there's an error, display an error message to the user. Once the data is successfully retrieved, render it in your component. To enable caching, ensure you manage your query keys properly. Use unique keys for different query parameters to avoid caching issues. Incorporate the cache first fetch policy for optimal performance. When using mutations, ensure that you update the cache accordingly. Use the update function in your useMutation hook to manually modify the cache. This approach keeps your UI in sync with the latest data. Now, you have successfully set up Apollo Client with caching in your React Native app. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.